Well, good morning. Today is Tuesday, January 16th. It's another cold one. We can't face out the window so you can see my birds because it's very sunny. It's very sunny, but very deceiving because it is 8 degrees with a wind chill of 9 below. And I got to go out on it today. But anyway, it's a nice, bright, sunny day. We had a little bit of snow overnight. I think we probably got maybe an inch, if that, but hardly any. But we have birthdays today. Today is Connie over at 123 times Connie. It's 123x Connie. But Connie, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Connie. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Angie Waters, Watters. Watters. Angie Waters. Waters? Yeah, I think that's right. Angie, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Angie. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Diana Wyatt. Diana. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Diana. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And Ginger Whaley, Whaley, Ginger. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ginger. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all four of you have a great, great birthday. I have to leave here in a little while because Jim and I are going to see his financial advisor because he has decided he's not going to be a custodian anymore. And so he wants to take his retirement money out. He didn't realize that he had retirement money for them, so it's bonus money. But he's going to try to figure out some way where he can get like a monthly allowance from it. So household doesn't have to give him money. I told you, household, my money, Jim's money. So this is going to be strictly his money. He'll get a check or whatever, direct deposit. So we're going to go figure that out. And then we just want to refresh, our memory with our finances. You should do that once a year anyhow, just to see where you stand. So we're going to do that too. And it's about an hour away. So I haven't had it yet, but I've already tracked it. I'm going to have a big hearty breakfast. I think it's like 15 points. It's like a lot, but it kind of shocked me when I saw 15 points, but, and it's kind of high in carbs, but I think I need the carbs because of the cold weather. I know I'm making excuses, Sandy, but you know what? It's my breakfast and my lunch because, by the time we leave, we're going to leave here about 12:30, 1 o'clock. And we're not going to get back to like 4 or 5, which will be dinner time. So there's no lunch in between. And I don't plan on stopping anywhere to get anything. I plan on having a salad with some ham and some cheese on it, with some cottage cheese. I know, a lot of cheese. I talked yesterday about how much sodium was in cheese, but it's kind of hard to wean myself away from the cheese. And then I took out a lasagna out of the freezer for Jim that I had made before. Like we make like lasagna, obviously, and we always make too much. I always make too much. It's hard to cook for just 2 people. And then we just freeze them into like our own little TV dinners. So Jim's going to have a TV dinner of a lasagna that I made probably about a month ago. But that's what we're going to have. And Denise is getting back into getting stuff organized at her house. When she was doing her drawers and cupboards and stuff like that, I said to her when she put her dishes, I said, I don't want to be critical or anything. I says, well, why did you put the dishes here? I would have put them over here closer to the dishwasher. And she says, you're right. She says, I didn't think of that. So she's going to switch those around. But other than that, it met my approval. Not that she needed it. She didn't need it. So she got that pretty much set. And then Jim helped Gary move the TV against my better wishes because I know he shouldn't have done it, because it was too heavy. And thankfully, when he got to the house with the TV, some people were there because I guess they hadn't put the humidifier on her furnace yet, and that was just one of the stipulations that they were going to do that once she was moved in. And so they had showed up, and I think they took pity on the old man, so they carried it in for him. So Gary and one of the workers carried it in. So she's got her TV there, so she was able to watch a big TV other than the little iPad that she's been watching. And then tomorrow, David and his friend Phoenix are going to help Gary because Gary doesn't work on Wednesdays to move all their furniture and stuff in. They've just been slowly moving stuff in from storage, like boxes, so that she can get her cupboards and her closets and stuff like that organized. Obviously, she has her bed, and Kylie has her bed. And so they're moving right along. They're getting there. Jim got all the blinds hung up yesterday. When I was at her house, I I had filmed my meeting highlights at the house here, and then went to her house to upload it because I figured I didn't want to upload it on cellular. And oh my gosh, it uploaded like within 5 minutes. It was so fast. And so I said, "What kind of internet do you have?" And she says, "AT&T." And I go, "That's what I have." I said, "But mine takes like 15 or 20 minutes on a good day. You never know with YouTube." And she says, "Oh, she has fiber optics." And I go, "Oh, that's why," because I only have cable internet. So I called AT&T, and they don't. It's not offered in my plan. It's not offered in my neighborhood. Rather, they're still laying the fiber, which I do see the trucks out. So I know he wasn't lying to me. But I think my subdivision will be one of the last subdivisions because it's not that it's an older subdivision, but it's like towards the edge of older. Most of the subdivisions around here were built in the 80s and 90s. My house was built in 1999, so I think we'll be at the tail end of that. But when I was talking, I got a really nice gentleman. His name was Marcus, with a very thick Indian accent. So I don't know. Maybe Marcus is an Indian name, but I don't think so. But anyway, he was very helpful, very nice, and he said that. I said, "Well, I thought I had top of the line internet," and he says, "Well, you do have top of the line internet." He says, "You have the fastest speed that we offer," and I said, "Well, it's not very fast." And he said, "Well, let's look into a few things." And then he looked and he said, "I see that you've been with AT&T since 2009. And I go, "Yeah, I've been here forever. I'm like an old dog. I refuse to leave, but I'm tempted to leave because Infinity has a faster internet, and I'm thinking of switching over there." And he says, "Well, one of the reasons that your internet is slower is because you have the original equipment that we gave you in 2009. I said, "Well, yeah, that sounds about right." He says, "Well, no, we have a new modem that's way faster." He says, your modem is too slow. It can't keep up with the high internet. So supposedly this is going to do the trick. So I'm supposed to get it tomorrow. And it's just a matter of unplugging it and plugging it back in." He said, "You'll be without your TV and stuff for about 15 minutes while it reboots." I can handle that. So we'll see if that's going to work. So we're going to do that tomorrow. What else? I watched the Emmys. I will tell you right off that Anthony Anderson is not one of my favorite people. There's just something about him that just craws at my every nerve. I don't know why. He just annoys me. He can never do anything right as far as I'm concerned. There's just something about him. But his mother drives me crazy. Now, I understand that you love your mother, or his mama, as he calls her. I understand that you love your mother, but oh my gosh, that woman is on everything that he does. If he does a commercial, his mother's in it. If he does a TV show, his mother's in it. If he does a game show, his mother's in it. His mother's in everything. She was in the Emmys too. And what I thought was rude is when I understand that people go on and on about their speeches and stuff like that, and they didn't want the music to play them off. So instead, she had a big sign that she would hold up, and she'd stand up and she'd say, "Honey, your time is up. Get off the stage," like embarrassing them, I thought. And I know sometimes they can get long-winded and stuff like that, but they give them like 1 minute. But that includes walking up to the stage. Well, like they're still congratulating people around them. People are congratulating them all around them, and it kind of takes into their time. And I think that you could just allot a little bit more time for that. And I just thought that the mother was rude. And I know that was a role she was playing, but I'm thinking, how much more money does this woman need? She's got a son that makes tons of money. So it's just... Anyway, that's my Emmy rant. Although I agreed with just about everybody that won. I really did. It was. I did watch all of those shows too that won. So I was shocked. Beef. I watched Beef long ago when it first came out. It was okay. I thought, oh my gosh, it was okay. But it won just about every award. So I think I might have to go back and watch that again, see what I missed, to see what was so great about it. It wasn't bad. It was good, but just something about it. I don't know. But I did watch that. I love Succession, so I love that they won everything on that. But other than that, that was about the only thing I watched last night. That's it. But continuing on with our dietitian class that I took, the nutrition and heart health class that they talked about one of the first weeks, was the 4 goals for a hearty, healthy meal plan. For a heart-healthy meal plan, get that right, is number 1, go fish. Number 2, be nutty. Number 3, add avocado. And number 4, check oils. They tell you to eat more rich foods to protect the heart at each meal and at snack time. And your balance calorie intake should be, for men, over 50. We're just going to talk about over 50. Should be between 1,800 and 2,300 calories a day. And women should be 1,500 to 2,000. That's kind of why I set my goal at 1,300. If I'm thinking this is just to kind of maintain at 1,500, I figure if I can cut out 200 calories a day at the minimum, that's almost a half a pound, which is my goal, pound or less a week. So that's my plan. For fat, you want between 50 and 70 grams for men and 50 to 60 grams for women. And saturated fat, that you want to really check the saturated fat, should be between 10 and 14 grams a day for men and 8 to 12 grams a day for women. And you want to eliminate your trans fat completely from your eating plans. You want to manage your food with beverages that have added sugars. All foods have some sort of sugars, and she said not to worry too much about that, but you want to really check on the added sugars, because the added sugars are the ones that are going to get you. And for men, it's 36 grams a day, which is about 9 teaspoons. And for women, it's 24 grams a day, which is about 6 teaspoons. And you manage your sodium, even though the Heart Association tells you you should have 2,500 or less, they really recommend 2,000 or less. So I've been doing pretty good with that, because I've been right around 2,000. Although yesterday we talked about if you have high blood pressure, it should be like 1,500. So I'm like in between the 1,500 and the 2,000. I'm averaging right around 1,800. So I need to bring that down a little bit. And you want to balance your food portions that are rich in fat, salt, sugar, and low in nutrients. So I'll leave a screenshot of this so that you can see what it is that you're supposed to have. Your LDL you should reduce it to less than 70 milligrams by eating less saturated fat, eliminate trans fat, increase your fiber intake, include soy food several times a week. That's not going to happen. And take cholesterol medication as prescribed. I don't need to take any medication because I don't have any problem with my LDL. The HDL is increasing to over 40 milligrams for men and 50 milligrams for women. And what you want to do is exercise most days of the week, avoid tobacco, especially first and secondhand smoke. Move towards achieving and maintaining a healthy body weight. And once again, take your cholesterol medication as prescribed. And your triglycerides you want to keep below 150, because that'll help you move towards a more healthy weight. If you exercise most days of the week, it'll help. Decrease or eliminate alcohol. Decrease your sugar intake to less than 20 grams per day. And eat foods high in omega-3 fats like fish, flax seeds, and walnuts. And maintain a healthy body weight with BMI less than 25 to 28. I don't even know what mine is. But then it just kind of pretty much tells you stuff that you know. Eating smart for your heart, calories, measure how much energy you get from your food, how many calories you need. You need to know how much your daily intake is that you need, which we went over that. Balance your calories in, calories out. We all know that. But being overweight increases your chances of having coronary heart disease, diabetes, a heart attack, high blood pressure, angina, high cholesterol, or heart failure. We don't like any of those, do we? Rules of the road is to hit the brakes on foods that are high in unhealthy fats, added sugars, salts, and calories. Slow down on foods that are higher in unhealthy fats, including sugar, things that are added sugars, added salts, added calories. And gear up with foods that are high in nutrients and lower in calories. So you want to eat these foods less often. Vegetables that are fried, breaded, or served with cheesy sauce or cream sauce. I like some cheese on my broccoli, so I got to watch that. Fruits that are canned in heavy syrup. We all know that. Grains such as donuts, muffins, cakes, anything that's good. They might as well just say that. High sugar cereals, buttered popcorn, taco shells, biscuits. Dairy, such as full-fat cheeses, whole milk, and whole milk yogurt. And protein, such as fat or fried meats, fried fish, or shellfish. And then cold cuts, such as salami and bologna, and all the things that Jim loves. I know it's hard for him. It's important to start thinking of these foods as treats for special occasions. You can also look for lower versions of some of your favorite foods. I have done made my own donuts. They're not the same, but they kind of help somewhat. You want to eat these foods more often. Vegetables that are canned and frozen with added salt, without added salt. Fruits canned in light syrup with 100% fruit juice or an avocado. Grains you want to eat less often is white bread, white rice, refined pasta, French toast, pancakes, waffles, cornbread. Dairy, such as 2% milk, which is what I do drink. But I don't drink a lot of milk, so I don't have a problem with that. And proteins such as eggs, yolks, skinless chicken thighs, meats such as top sirloin, ground round, and flank steak. You're supposed to eat these less often. Doesn't mean you can't eat them at all. It just means you should eat them less often. And think of these as sometimes foods. Eat them fewer times a week and eat smaller amounts. But you want to eat more of these. You want to eat more vegetables that are fresh or frozen or canned. Fruits that are fresh, frozen, or canned in water or in its own juice. Grains that are whole grain foods such as whole grain breads, tortillas, pastas, cereals, brown rice. Dairy such as fat-free 0.5% or 1%, soy milk, low-fat or fat-free yogurt. And protein, they want you to eat lean beef, pork, skinless chicken, turkey breast, fish that is baked, broiled, steamed, or grilled, egg whites or egg substitutes, beans, split peas, lentils, tofu, and veggie burgers. And then they talk about saturated fats. They raise your blood levels. Trans fats act like saturated fats. And you want to choose healthier fats. They're found in olive, peanut, and canola, almond, sulfur, and hazelnut, and avocados, nuts, and seeds. Oh, they're shoveling our street. What do you know? And this is where you can find the salt in your bread and rolls, your cold cuts and cured meats, pizza, soup, sandwiches, poultry, just about everything. Anyway, and the way to avoid it is to use a smaller plate, dish out portions before you sit down, and stop eating when you feel satisfied. So those are some of the things. I'll leave a little quick video at the very end of the video, just before I tell you to like, comment, subscribe, and share. So I'll film each of these pages, and I'll just put it at the end of the video. So if you're interested in watching that, if not, just skip over it. But I did find it interesting. So, okay, that's going to do it for now. I'll take you with me on my day. We'll see you at breakfast. Okay, a high point breakfast, but it's my breakfast and my lunch. 3 points for my oatmeal, 1 point for my milk, makes it 4. 4 points for my toast, makes it 8. 3 points for my peanut butter, makes it 11. And 4 points for my orange juice, makes it 15. So it's a 15-point breakfast. 0 for my egg, banana, and tea. I know it's a very high point meal, but it's really my breakfast and my lunch because Jim and I have a meeting this afternoon. So we're leaving here about 1 o'clock and we're not going to be back till 4 or 5. So I'm just going to eat a big hearty breakfast. It is with the wind chill 7 below. So I need to bulk up here, but not too much.
Snow.
Oh yeah. Once again, Jim's all like just in a short sleeve shirt and a little jacket. I'm bundled up for the weather. But if we're stuck on the side of the road, I'm going to be warm.
No, you're going to be going for help because I only got a short sleeve shirt and a little jacket.
What, all that man of mine.